Hi everyone, good morning. Oh, it seems like forever since I've been here. Thank you for being patient with me while I got better from whatever I had. I don't know what it was, and I'm still a little congested, but I feel way better than I did. Whatever it was went through the house, and my husband had it way worse than me. Anyway, we're going to move on to the pattern after the last one. The last one, it appears, sitting here, it was this one, Petrie. So I'm going to continue from there. So my dates are going to be off. So if you look on the website and you're following along with the daily patterns, I'm going to be, this is this week that just was released, and this is the week that I missed. And there's the one we just did. So I'm going to be a week off until I get caught up. And I may be a week off for a long time. So just so you know, that's where we're at. So the next one here is going to be Elvira. I took a quick peek at these, but I didn't really study them. I just really didn't feel well enough to do anything. So looks like, okay, so remember on a step out, this one's from Anjanetta Landgren in 2016. Remember in step outs on this site, if the step has grain, that's pencil. So they want you to do this in a pencil grid. First thing we're gonna do is make 4 dots in the corner, kind of in the corners, like, you know, like a dice, but a little bit further up into the corner, because you need room for 4 dots kind of in the middle for the next step, like that. Then we're going to connect, you see that? We're going to connect these 2 middle dots with a little C-like shape, a little curve. And then, oops. And then we're going to connect this dot to that dot sort of diagonally with another kind of curve. It doesn't have to be a big curve. Actually, it's almost straight. And then, last step here, we're going to connect the outside ones with a curve like this, and the inside ones with a little curve like this. So they make this sort of bow tie thing where it looks like this maybe is going under. Very interesting. And then here are some, oops, variations. This one looks really cool. I like that. And here is the finished sample tile that's got, these ones are going all the same direction. Then, and so are these, but in this row they're going some up and some across. I don't know how I'm going to draw it yet, but I'm just going to give something a go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Let's start with the back of this and grab my pencil, which needs to be sharpened. It took me a minute to get everything out and set up again. During that week we had possibility of people coming over, so I had to clean all my stuff up, and then we didn't end up having people come over, but you know, there was a possibility. So I'm just gonna, oh, I need a border. Since I'm going to be erasing all this pencil anyway, it doesn't matter if I go beyond my borders here. I'm just going to make a simple pencil grid like that. I think I'm going to put this pattern only in every other square. That's what I'm going to do. So, finding my pen and turning on my light. I didn't turn my light on. Ooh. Oh, that's much better. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. Turning on my light. I will get myself organized here. Like I said, I had to move everything, and every time I have to move all of my stuff, my camera angle is slightly different. Even if it's just off by half an inch, it makes a huge difference as to what you guys see and how comfortable I am sitting. So, you know, I'm probably going to have to play with that just a little bit. Okay, dots in the four corners, and then 4 dots in the middle. I'm going to do that as one step, I think. And then I'm going to do them in every other square. Because I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. I feel like those aren't big enough. I've made pretty small dots. Make them just a slightly bit bigger. So my neighbors have completed their construction, and they've moved in, or are moving in. Well, that's good. We've been dealing with our contractors. Hopefully the one we talked to this weekend will get back to us soon, and we can get our 30-year-old wood fence taken out and a block wall put in. Needs to be done. Okay. So, I think what I want to do is I want to put these going one way and then these going the other way. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, let me get a little closer here. These are going to have slightly curved like that as their step, like that. And then these are going to go the other way, so then these ones will also go this way, like that. And then I'm going to do these going the other direction. Oops, I'm out of frame. It's because I'm so close. Okay. All right, that's that step. Next step, I'm going from the corner and in with kind of a curve like that. Okay. Yeah, we had that creeping crud. I had no voice for a week. Finally, yesterday, I still sound a little bit gravelly, but not like I did. Ay, 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 it was... I'm still waking up congested, bit of a cough, and a rough one. Okay, so I'm going to go this way and that way, like that. Now this could be the base for some other interesting pattern, couldn't it? You could do, you know, connect them like this. That would make a completely different pattern. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not here to design a pattern. I'm here to play with the one we've been assigned. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. Now, the last step is to do this curve like this, and like this, and like this, and like that. Seems to me I've seen this shape before. But not exactly this way. I've seen it where it's all connected. Where like you would go up into the corner. So this is different, and I'm probably making more of a curve, especially on these ones, than it showed. Oh, I just did that wrong. I wanted to do that the other direction. Well, that didn't go as planned. Oh, poopy doopy. Well, poopy doopy, because I didn't turn my tile. I was not thinking. Well, now you can see that it can make an outie instead of an innie. That looks different. And that's okay. Just not. Now my tile isn't going to go the way I had envisioned it in my head. But you know what? There's a lot of times your art doesn't go as envisioned in your head. So, you know, dealing with it is fine. Okay, what I wanted to do guess I can still do it. Around this line. Like that. So if I was going to go one way and then the other, but they're all going to go the same way now. That's all right. You're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? I don't rightly know. I had a thought, I had a vision, and I may be completely and totally off my rocker here. It was going to go some going one way and some going the other, but okay, so now I want to do, if this is going this way, this has to go this way. Like that. So now if that's going that way, this is going this way. Oh, that's right. Like that. And then I'm just going to draw oh. Well, that didn't do what I wanted either. Should have done them all going that way. Well now, because see, when you draw these like ribbon things, there's this shape. And it looks like this is going through like a tunnel and under and, right? Like that. Now, it won't look right if I do it here. It has to come out from inside here. So it's going to go under there. Better with bigger dots. All right, this is not going as I had anticipated. Maybe that's because I haven't drawn in a week. Ooh, need dots over here. Okay. So, since I have all this room here, I'm going to embellish up here. Why not? I've got room to put that in there. Don't really have room for this one, but that's all right. We'll make it work. There we go. And let's make this one have okay. Now I'm going to assign and shade and erase those grid lines. Elvira. This one is Elvira. That I haven't done quite right. But, you know, everybody does their own thing. And it's okay. Eraser. Get rid of that grid. And since this got drawn where I didn't want it, it's going to have to go off the edge there. So that it makes sense. Two little dots floating out in the space don't make any sense. Okay, get rid of my pencil grid. It's okay. It just doesn't look like the sample. Mine never look like the sample. Right, nope, mine never look like the sample. So I'm going to do a little shading right in here where these little guys are tucked under. I feel like it needs shading here. On these, it needs a little shading on this side. And here, like that. Okay. So I want to give a shout out to Ina and Nicole. They, this last weekend, hosted a Tangle Mania event in Germany, which I would have just loved to have attended. Where the conference was done in both English and in German. So that if you attended, you didn't have to be German. I imagine that most of the attendees were. And they posted a few pictures and videos on the Tangle It Pattern Club Facebook group, if you want to go over there and check it out. Looks like they had a marvelous time. And somebody said with the video, everybody was sitting there drawing very intently. He said, first time they've seen a room full of ladies where it was so quiet because everybody was concentrating on their drawing. And I understand that because, except for when I'm doing these here on YouTube, I would not normally be chit-chatting while I draw. Seems like that's not dark enough. I need it darker on this one. Make sure you give yourself enough graphite to give you the effect you want. See, this is fine for it to be light because it can be just like it's just barely going through those holes. But this looks like it's really puckered and tucked, like it's squeezed up in there, and it would be darker, I think. There we go. Interesting. So every time you pick up your pen and your paper and work on your paper, it may not turn out the way you had envisioned. Don't get frustrated. Just go with it, you know. This is not what I had envisioned. I actually had envisioned something more like, you probably can't see it because I got my light on, more like this, but with a ribbon. I envisioned this going two different directions, this way and then this way, so that if this was turned this way, like I had thought I was drawing it, then I would have had a crisscrossing ribbon here. It's not how it turned out. And that's okay. It doesn't always have to go the way you have in your head. Sometimes what happens, it comes out better than what you had in your head. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just is different. This is fine. And I think this shape is interesting. This is not the shape. One of them is not the right shape. This is the right shape. With it going on the kind of an outward. I have more of a curve, but an outward thingamabob, I believe, is the right shape, isn't it? Which one was the right shape? Yes, this outward one is the correct shape. This one's backwards, but that's okay. So, all right, we have almost done. I'm going to put a little bit more pencil there. Those really feel like they need to be darker. See how these are darker right there? I don't know if you can even tell, but I think it needs to be really dark right in there. So I missed doing all these drawings while I was sick. I mean, in one way it felt good to not have to worry about it and to be, you know, oh, I don't have to draw today. But in another way, I really missed doing this. And I want to thank you guys for all your well wishes, because that was really nice of you guys. And when you said you missed me, that was nice too. It does make you feel good when you feel like if you were gone tomorrow, people would miss you. That you have real value to the world besides just to the people you know. And I thank you for that. All right. That didn't go as I had planned, but it's also really cool. So it's okay. I'm happy with it. What do you guys think? Are you happy with it? I think I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, so we're done for today. Let's see what tomorrow's will bring. I will be back in a few minutes. It'll be tomorrow for you guys, but it'll be a few minutes for me. And I'm going to get a few drawings done today before I go to work. You guys have a great day. And go out and do something nice for somebody today because, you know, it makes the world a better place. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.